What's good, YouTube? And in particular, Philadelphia Eagles Nation, as well as NFC East fans. Ha 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 ha! Oh man, I love the fact that I got some football to talk about, baby. You know those are my roots here, man, on this channel. So it appears that our favorite rival in the NFC East, and that would be them Dallas Cowboys, affectionately known as the Dallas, and more accurately known as the Dallas Cowgirls, and their leadership seems to just never learn. So, as a result of their recent failures, which is more than recent, I mean, we got to really go upwards of 30 years right now. Like, really, we're going to be hitting that 30-year mark this season. Excuse me. 95 was that last Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and man, I'm sure they remember that. I remember that game. It was a game they should have lost, for real, for real. It's just that Bill Cowher just stopped running Bam Morris, and they might have, I'm trying to remember that they had Barry Foster still. No, I think it was just Bam Morris. And they put the ball in the hands of Neil O'Donnell, who went and threw 2 damn interceptions to cornball by the name of, who had a hell of a game, by the name of Brown, number 24, who pretty much gassed the world. Then the Raiders go sign him to this big contract, and they need to return to the trash that he was. You know, when it's a little different when you playing next to Deion Sanders, you know, and you have a team that's afraid to go to him, and Kevin Smith is hurt, and then they just pass you the ball. It's a little different. All right, for those who don't remember, that was the last time, you know, Dallas Cowboys had something to brag about, 95. So at any rate, the Dallas Cowboys since then have decided that the quarterback position really ain't that important. And we know this because, right, you got to look at what you invest in the quarterback position. I'm not talking about paying them salaries. They do that, which is dumb. You know, like right now they have the highest paid quarterback in the league, I think. Or he was. I don't know if has he since been passed by Josh. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, Bull was paid as the highest paid when it happened. This is Dak Prescott, of course. But what I'm talking about is draft capital that they invest in these guys. I don't remember the last time the Dallas Cowboys invested a high draft pick in a quarterback. I believe it might have been Quincy Carter, you know, who was a bad pick. And I think he may have been a 2nd or 3rd round, if I'm not mistaken, right? But the last 1st round pick, I believe, was Troy Aikman. You get Troy Aikman 1st round, I think he might have been the number 1 overall pick. He goes, leads your team to 3 Super Bowls in multiple appearances and in championship games and playoffs and so on. Dallas's most successful era ever. You know? But since they changed their policy for some reason, last 2 franchise quarterbacks they had was an undrafted guy by the name of Tony Romo, who they got all deceived by. Then they go and give him all this money. And he's just never the guy. Like Romo, you know, he one of them guys, man, that he threw the ball looking like Brett Favre. He was like a Favre imitation. You know what I mean? But he lacked the clutch gene. He lacked, like, the ability to perform in big games, man. That's what I remember about Romo. I remember as an Eagles fan. You know, Romo was there during the McNabb years, and these dudes used to swear this dude was better than McNabb. Like, this guy, won 1-2 playoff games and all that. But these dudes will still tell you he's better than McNabb. McNabb going to championship games with dudes like Thrash and Pinkston and Chad Lewis and Carell Buckhalter, these types of dudes, right? McNabb was going to championship games, 5 of those, and 1 Super Bowl. Unfortunately, he didn't win, but he was getting there. Tony Romo won by like 1 or 2 playoff games, man. And like, these dudes swear he better than McNabb. Listen, man, McNabb was a number 2 pick overall. He was better than Romo in high school. He's better than Romo in college. Definitely better than Romo in the pros. Romo wasn't even good enough in college to get drafted. This dude, undrafted guy, Dallas put up there, and then he flashy looking the way he throw the ball sidearm. Because them sidearm passes will get you every time. A lot of y'all dudes who be looking for gracefulness in a player, look for how it looks. That's what happens. You're not looking for the real stuff. You're not looking for what's here and what's here. And reap what you sow. Tony Romo. So then he goes down and is replaced by what? A 4th round pick in Dak Prescott. Where's number 4? Probably for 4th round. Because, maybe he wanted to be like Brett Favre too. I don't know. So Dak, as we know, is entering his 10th year in the NFL. 10 years. And in those whole 10 years, 2 playoff wins. I don't know how many times he got to the playoffs. A lot. 2 playoff wins. Losing to different teams. Packers. Packers again. 49ers all the time. I forget the other teams he lost to. But that's Dak Prescott, 4th round pick. So now the Dallas Cowboys, disappointing fans mad, ready to want to get rid of Jerry, hoping he died, God forbid, all this kind of stuff, right? And just recently now, all Jerry did to get some of these dudes back in his graces was go grab a 5th round pick quarterback that the Patriots had, but decided that they didn't need because they got this other guy, Drake May. So Dallas traded him, and I'm seeing all these Dallas content creators all happy. Oh my God, perfect trade, this and that. Dudes, don't you see what you're doing? You're resting your hopes once again in these low draft pick at the most important position in the league, hoping that you somehow can luck up and get you a Tom Brady. That's what y'all doing. Now, Jerry Jones made it clear, like, that dude, he wants him a Jalen Hurts. He's actually said it before. Before Hurts was drafted, he was talking about drafting Jalen Hurts when Dak was there. That's what he was talking about. That boy Hurt is pretty good. That's what I heard him say. Right, Jerry? And then, I guess he saw Jaden Daniels. He like, yo, I want a quarterback that can do all that stuff. But since he been there, he been watching the Eagles get McNabb and do better. So he been wanting one of them dudes for a while. I believe he got Quincy Carter because he saw McNabb. He been wanting a quarterback that's mobile, that can do all that for a while. I think he believed Dak Prescott reminded him of McNabb. That's probably why he got him. Difference is he's like McNabb in that they both ain't all that clutch, but McNabb is just a little bit more clutch than Dak. Like McNabb nerves might hit him when he get to the Super Bowl, when he get a championship game. But game 1, game 2, divisional round, and those types of things, McNabb gonna perform. Dak, his nerves hit him as soon as he hit the playoffs. As soon as he heard the word playoffs, his nerves mess him up. And I think it's because he had early failures. You know what I mean? Like that first game against the Packers, Dak was balling. But I think since he lost that game, he ain't been the same. That game destroyed him. That Aaron Rodgers joint when he did that crazy pass to the tight end and all that, and they beat him. I don't think he's been the same. So now Jerry made this move, and you got all these Dallas Cowboy fans getting happy again now. They think that now this is the move. These dudes is hilarious, man. All dudes is hilarious, man, for real. Damn. I can only imagine, man, like, how it must feel. Nah, listen, I know how I feel, man. Like, I remember back when we used to have bad ownership under Norman Bremen. Back in the day, when y'all had, Cowboys had all them dudes, Aikman, Emmett, Irvin, and all that, loaded team on offensive defense, Charles Haley, Leon Lett, Russell Maryland, Tony Tobert, and all them guys. Y'all was kicking our ass every year. We was sitting up there with Ty Detmer and Coy Detmer and Bobby Hoyen and all these little trash quarterbacks and everything, and we just couldn't beat y'all. We have receivers like Chris T. Jones and dudes like, you know what I mean? We had old ass Irvin Fryer, who was a good receiver, but he was like past his prime. Like, man. I remember we used to have linebackers like Kurt Govea. You know what I'm saying? Wishing we can get a Kid Norton Jr. or wishing that we can get like a Darren Smith and all these type of dudes. Wishing we can get a daggone Darren Woodson and all that kind of stuff. And we had dudes like, who the hell we have? Mike Zorich and all this kind of stuff, man. It's crazy. So I know what it's like to have an organization that just won't do the right thing. Whether they cheap or whatever it is. I know. So I kind of feel bad for y'all. Nah, except that I don't. Listen, man, y'all want to sit there and be fans of that team just because they were just all over the place in the 70s and all of that, and half of y'all not even from Dallas. Y'all be from Philly, y'all be from Jersey, y'all be from DC, y'all be from Maryland, y'all be from all types of places in New York and everything, but you want to follow that dumbass team down there. You know what I'm saying? Because they were on TV in the 70s and they had Tony Dorsett running 99-yard touchdowns. Then that's what y'all get. You bandwagon jokers, man. Don't nobody respect y'all fandom, man. Unless you really are from Texas, Dallas, Austin, or whatever, I can dig that because that's natural. You follow like what your parents is following and who you around. But if you one of them jokers, man, that couldn't stick by the Eagles because the Eagles were struggling in the 70s and the 80s, and you jumped onto that damn team in the 90s and in the 70s and all that, I don't respect you, and I'm going to just keep laughing at you. You will be the subject of my amusement. And this move is amusing. Joe Milton Jr. Who that? Up here thinking y'all going to get Tyreek Hill. Come on, man. Y'all not doing none of that. You're not getting Tyreek Hill. You're not doing none of that, man. Jerry don't believe in that. He don't care about Dak, none of that. And you know what? I love it. I love it. To the bottom of my heart, I love it, man. This is awesome because I know y'all in agony, bro. I know y'all hurting and y'all paining and y'all in agony. And that makes me so happy. So happy, man. Peace out.